Ours is at times a violent planet. Hurricanes, cyclones, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions and landslides are the perils humans have always lived with. As our human population increases, six-fold in just over a century, more and more people are being forced to live in the shadow of catastrophe. In 2008, according to the International Red Cross Federation, at least 240,000 people perished as a result of natural disasters, and the bill for destroyed infrastructure and homes was $220 billion.
The UN has put a plan of action in place, and we certainly see the area of ecosystems as the cornerstone of building resilient societies.
In this edition of Nature Inc., we show why a failure to invest in natural protection helps explain the heavy price paid in lives and money. But we find there are encouraging signs that some countries are learning from their mistakes and investing in nature's power to protect. December 2004, the third most powerful earthquake in 100 years, created the largest and most fatal tsunami on record in Asia. By the time the tsunami reached Aceh in western Sumatra, it was a 30-metre high wall of water, travelling at over 500 kilometres per hour. Entire coastal settlements on the southern coast of Aceh simply disappeared. 500,000 survivors were driven from their homes. 4 years later, this ship left stranded in the middle of the capital, Banda Aceh, has been designated a memorial for 170,000 dead and missing in Aceh alone. Very little could have stopped the damage of such a powerful tsunami, but in the aftermath, one extraordinary fact emerged. In places in the path of the tsunami, where coastal forest, mangrove and coral reef were healthy, the destruction and loss of life were much less. A 2005 study in southern Thailand found that an intact mangrove forest can reduce wave energy by up to 90%. One of the reasons the death toll was so high was that 70% of the mangrove in western Sumatra had been raised to make way for shrimp farming ponds and charcoal. Aceh is a province that has fought a decades-long battle with Jakarta for independence. A shaky peace has been reached, but autonomous Aceh goes its own way. They've set about restoring the mangrove forest. 150,000 hectares are being replanted along Aceh's coastline. A recent UN study valued the services provided by 1 square kilometre of mangrove forest at $900,000 per year. Aceh now wants to go a step further. With the help of Mike Griffiths, a biologist from New Zealand, they have embarked on a project to make conservation a priority in Aceh. It's part and parcel of the Aceh authorities' plan to be better prepared for the next natural disaster.
We've been particularly lucky that in Aceh there has been more than just local support. There has also been high-level political support. Some of the richest people from Aceh were very strongly in support of the conservation of these forests. Some of the political leaders were also very interested in trying to see conservation work in Aceh.
At the heart of the project is the Lusa ecosystem, one of the 25 most critically endangered ecosystems in the world, according to the World Conservation Union. It's been declared a World Heritage Site. Lusa still covers half the province.
In this modern age, you have to talk economics. And so we commissioned a study to assess what is the total economic value of the Lusa ecosystem.
The study, led by Griffiths, valued the services provided by the forests of Lusa in a number of areas. It estimated a sum of $2.64 billion per year, from trees that absorb floodwaters to bats that are the main pollinators of the very mangrove forests that are now being planted in Aceh as insurance against the next tsunami.
Tsunami telah mengingatkan kita.
The tsunami was a reminder that we could better utilize and design how we use nature in Aceh. In many cases, the tsunami gave us the opportunity to look again at how we develop our villages and towns and cities, and it gave us a chance to think carefully about what nature gives us and correct the mistakes of the past.